you and your fucking math lesson.
We can get high, oh na na na. We can get low, oh na na na. Let me be a friend, baby, let me in.
Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Less Than Perfect. It's your girl Kirsten, and today I am talking about the teacher from hell. So I've done the boss from hell on my personal channel, and now I'm going to be doing the teacher from hell on this channel. So this fucking teacher was a bitch. I didn't fucking like her. She didn't fucking like me. The feelings were mutual. Yeah. So right from the get-go, the first day of class, I didn't fucking know she didn't want drinks in her class. That's all she had to tell me. But instead, she gave me this evil-ass glare until I was like, did I do something wrong? She goes, no drinks in my classroom. Jesus Christ. Calm down, lady. That was the first day I ever had her. Needless to say, it didn't get better. There was one day that my friend, for the sake of this video, I am going to call her we will call her Cadence. Me and Cadence were friends for a long time, and there was like a bunch of drama going on in our friend group. I won't get too into that. It was a lot of fucking shit. Me and Cadence were friends for a while, and I went to this school, and there was all this drama going on. But regardless, like, even if I was fighting with somebody, if they need my help, I'm fucking there. I'm not one of those people that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fucking bitch, okay? So I was in, what will we call the teacher? I was in Mrs. Satan's class. I got this text from Cadence, and she was not in a good headspace. And it really scared me. Like, it was something along the lines about how she was done and how she just didn't want to try anymore. She was thinking about taking her mother's pills, and it freaked me out. I didn't know what to do. I felt like it wasn't smart for me to respond in that stance. So I asked Mrs. Satan if I can go and talk to the guidance counselor. She's like, not right now. I'm teaching an important lesson that you will need to know in the future. Fuck you and your fucking math lesson. I've got shit that's more important. Which I get, like, you should dip it on your cell phone. Well, fuck you, because this is more important, okay? So she tells me I can't go. And I was like, no, seriously, like, this is important. I need to go now. And she goes, it can wait until the end of the class. Bitch, you don't know me real well. I'm not really asking. I mean, I'm asking for, like, the respect part, but if you say no, I'm fucking going anyway, so. So needless to say, that's what happened. She told me that I couldn't go, and I got up, and she was like, where are you going? And I didn't answer, and she goes, I asked, where do you think you're going? And I was just like, I'm going to talk to the counselor. She's like, you need to come back here. You're not allowed to leave the classroom without my permission. And I just kept walking. I was like, fuck you. At this point, I was sprinting to the guidance counselor's office. On the way to the guidance counselor's office, the nurse's office is there, and it just so happened to be that the counselor and nurse were together. So I closed the door, I read them the text, I told them why I was concerned, and they told me that honestly that was the best thing that I could have done was to get a hold of them. Instantly, after that, the nurse let me sit in her office, and the guidance counselor went up to her office, called Cadence's mother, and caught it just in time. And I don't want to cry. And I am so glad that I didn't just sit through that class and wait for the bell to ring and wait to go find her. She could have been with another student at this point. Like, so many things could have gotten in the way if I had waited. And I want you guys to take this as a lesson. If you're ever concerned about somebody, I don't care if your teacher tells you that you can't go. You go. Because if you can save that person's life, that's something. That's more important than a math problem you can learn tomorrow or an art project you can finish tomorrow. Somebody's life is so much more important. So much more important. And even if you're mad at them, you need to do something, because if you sit back and you do nothing and they follow through with that, I'm not saying it's your fault, because if they're really set on doing it, they're going to do it regardless of what you say. But for your own mental health, if you don't do anything and they follow through, that's going to sit on your chest for the rest of your life. And I'm hoping that you never have to experience anything like this, but this is something very real. This is something that can happen, and it did happen, and luckily I was able to help. And you know, sometimes people don't actually want to end their life. Sometimes they just want somebody to reach out. So they just want to know that they are cared about. Sometimes when you're in that mindset, you just don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You just see darkness. You don't think anyone cares about you. You don't think you're good enough. You think you're letting everyone down. And sometimes they just need one person to pull them out of the tunnel and help them. And please, please be that person. I'm sorry, this just turned into a really serious video. I was all like, blah, 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 Miss fucking Satan in the beginning, and then I just got really serious at the end, but that's just kind of the flow of my emotions, like, of that day. It was like clusterfuck in the morning, Mrs. Satan mid-morning, mid breakdown midday. Like, that's kind of the flow of this story. That's the flow of what happened. I hope you learned something from this story time. I hope this could help you in the future if you're ever placed in front of a situation like this. If you yourself need someone to talk to, my DMs are always open. They will be in the description below, and I will also leave a suicide hotline in the description. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody. It's okay to not be okay. You don't have to have your shit together all of the time. Everyone has those days. Everybody gets those ways. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Don't know where that came from, but I figured I'd just throw in some silliness, Hanny Mom Tanny, at the end of this. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and give this a thumbs up if you think it was helpful. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to Less Than Perfect down below. See you next Friday. Bye, guys.